Hello, I'm Xiaotong from the University of Tokyo. I will present our research with title, It's My Finger's Fault, Investigating the Effect of Shared Control on Agency and Responsibility Attribution. Previous research introduced a VR technique called virtual co-embodiment, where control over a single avatar's movements is shared among multiple individuals. This experience allows multiple intentions to be projected into a single avatar. It challenges the traditional perception that one person can inhabit and control only a single body. Two types of virtual co-embodiment systems have been proposed. In weighted average virtual co-embodiment, movements from both individuals are averaged based on assigned weights. In body part segmented virtual co-embodiment, control over specific body parts of the avatar is fully shared with a partner. However, the avatar may not always serve as an ideal platform for collaboration. Consider a possible scenario during the virtual co-embodiment experience. When a task is successfully completed, user may overestimate their control and take full credit. Conversely, when a task fails, they may emphasize the influence of the other's control and shift blame onto them. The sense of control over action and the judgment of who should be blamed or rewarded are known as a sense of agency and responsibility attribution. The sense of agency arises from the sensomotor and conceptual consistency between action and its outcome. In contrast, responsibility attribution involves a distinct cognitive process that incorporates moral judgment and value theory. This research explores how the virtual embodiment experience shapes these two perceptions. This research employed a body part segmented virtual embodiment system in which the avatar's right upper limb was divided into two sub-body parts, the arm and the fingers. In the co-finger condition, control over the fingers was shared with the partner. The no-co condition served as a baseline. In the experiment, participants cooperated with the partner to complete a ball swing task. For each attempt, the participants and their partner jointly controlled the avatar's right upper limb to grasp and throw a ball from the table toward a wall. An attempt was classified as a success if the ball hit a square area outlined by green borders on the target. If the ball hit another area, the attempt was classified as a fail. During the measurement phase, a turn was played after the ball hit the wall following a random time interval, or a financial gain loss was applied. This will be introduced later. The concept of sharing avatar between two people has two aspects: sharing bodily movements and sharing control over interactions with the external environment. In the co-finger condition, both the bodily movements of the fingers and the ability to interact with the ball were shared with the partner. Additionally, we introduced a co-finger body condition, in which the bodily movements of the fingers were shared with the partner, where the participant retained control over ball interaction. In this condition, when the participant performing the corresponding hand gestures, the ball can be grasped or released. But these movements were not reflected in the avatar's actions. During the experiment, we measured the sense of agency using explicit agency questionnaires and the implicit intention-binding effect. The questionnaire explicitly assessed participants' perception of agency towards the avatar's body movements. It was administered to participants at the end of the ball swing task in each condition, focusing primarily on evaluating the overall experience of virtual co-embodiment. The intention-binding effect describes how action and its consequence are perceived as more temporally connected when the action is performed intentionally. This effect offers an implicit measure of agency, reflecting the perceived causal connection between action and its following consequence. It was measured by having participants estimate the time interval between the action, ball hitting the wall, and its consequence, template, for each ball throwing attempt. This measurement offered insight into online causal attribution for both successful and failed ball throwing attempts. Responsibility attribution was measured both quantitatively through financial gain loss distribution and qualitatively through a structured post-experiment interview. Financial gain loss distribution served as a quantitative measurement of responsibility attribution. Participants lost 10 Japanese yen for a failed through and gained 10 Japanese yen for a successful through. They were then asked to distribute the lost organ gain between themselves and their partner based on perceived responsibility or contribution. A structured interview was conducted to complement the qualitative measurement of responsibility attribution. In the main experiment, participants performed the Boltzmann task under 3 conditions. Each condition comprised 50 trials. The practice trials, 20 trials measuring the intention-binding effect, and 20 trials measuring responsibility attribution. Afterward, participants completed the agency questionnaire. An interview followed the main experiment. As the Boltzmann task involves movements of the entire right upper limb, it can be viewed as an integrated unit. Any reduction in agency concerning the fingers is likely to extend to the entire right upper limb. This is our first hypothesis. Previous studies have suggested that the intention-binding effect is diminished when negative outcomes occur. Therefore, we expect a reduction in the intention-binding effect when the ball swing results in failure compared to success. This is our second hypothesis. People tend to attribute negative events to others and positive events to themselves. We hypothesize that this bias will also be observed in the virtual co-embodiment context. This is our third hypothesis. The results of the agency questionnaire indicate that losing control over the fingers' movements negatively influence the agency of fingers. The decline in agency for the fingers can be attributed to the virtual co-embodiment setting, where agency over body parts that individuals cannot control tends to diminish. Moreover, the agency of the upper limb also decreased, supporting hypothesis 1. The decline in agency for the upper limb suggests that the right upper limb was perceived as a unified entity rather than a collection of isolated body parts. The reduction in agency toward the fingers also impacted the overall sense of agency for the entire right upper limb. The results of the intention-binding effect were that participants experienced a stronger intention-binding effect in the case of failure compared to success, regardless of condition. Thus, hypothesis 2 was not supported. This finding contradicts previous research, which suggests that the intention-binding effect decreases following negative outcomes. Motivation and the intentional effort to achieve success in the ball throwing task may influence the intention-binding effect, which needs further investigation. The level of responsibility participants attribute to themselves significantly declined when ball interaction ability was shared with the partner. This finding suggests that responsibility attribution is only directed toward individuals who contribute to the task outcome. Responsibility attribution also significantly declined when ball interaction ability was shared. The decrease in responsibility attribution during failure highlights the presence of a traditional bias known as self-serving attributional bias, in which individuals are more likely to blame others for negative outcomes while attributing positive outcomes to themselves. Finally, in the post-experiment interview, participants had varying views on comfort and task difficulty in the local and configured conditions. Some participants reported a strong sense of the other's presence, while others did not. Additionally, consistency between outcome and prediction influenced how they attributed responsibility, with some participants indicating that responsibility was influenced by the task result. There are several limitations to our study. The partner was not another naive participant. The sample size was limited, and the study only considered co-embodiment involving 2 individuals. In summary, this research explored the effects of virtual co-embodiment on agency and responsibility attribution. We found that sharing control over the fingers' movements led to a decline in questionnaire-measured agency for both the fingers and the upper limb. The intention-binding effect revealed that participants feel a strong sense of causality for failed actions, yet they were unwilling to take responsibility for these failures.